Qin Feng felt a severe headache. At that moment, a gentle voice echoed in his mind. Dear passengers, please be advised that the train is about to arrive at Zhanghai City. Passengers who wish to disembark at Zhanghai Station, please prepare in advance. Hearing this voice, Qin Feng suddenly woke up, instinctively shielding himself with his hands. But as he looked around, confusion painted his face. Then, furrowing his brows, a moment of contemplation led to a shocking realization. At this moment, no one knew the tumultuous shock he was experiencing. Looking around, he found himself in a crowded train compartment. Isn't this the train I took to Shanghai for college in 2010? What exactly is going on? Didn't I perish alongside the treacherous person? After battling the 3 great assassin emperors, how did I end up on the 2010 train in the blink of an eye? Could it be I didn't die but was reborn? These thoughts swiftly flashed through Qin Feng's mind. After repeatedly confirming, a trace of imperceptible joy flickered in his eyes. I really didn't die. I was actually reborn back to Earth in the year 2010. Qin Feng, also known as Zhukan, in his previous life, he was the top expert of the Xiaoyaoyao Immortal sect, known as the Zhukan Celestial Emperor. At the age of 28, he was involved in a car accident, plunging into the sea along with his vehicle. Unexpectedly, he left Earth and arrived at a place called the Hangshan Star Domain, embarking on the path of cultivation. Due to his exceptional talent, he was taken as the direct disciple by the contemporary sect master of Xiaoyaoyao, Immortal sect, Jiao who bestowed upon him the name Zhukan. His unparalleled talent, the abundant resources of the Xiaoyaoyao Immortal sect, and his relentless diligence allowed him to achieve the tribulation phase and attain the title of Celestial Emperor in just 1,000 years. Of course, the title Celestial Emperor was also because, in the cultivation world, no one had truly ascended to immortality for tens of thousands of years, so it was gradually bestowed upon cultivators in the tribulation phase. In a way, it was like self-aggrandizing. Qin Feng's speed of cultivation was among the top. In the cultivation world's billions of years of history, coupled with his astounding combat prowess, undefeated in battles against the elite of various races, the name Zhukan Celestial Emperor Qin Jiuduan echoed throughout the cultivation world. However, even such a brilliant individual could not withstand the dark machinations of conspiracy, especially from the person he loved and trusted the most. It all started when Qin Feng, during his adventures, obtained the heavenly treasure, the Reincarnation Pearl. The Reincarnation Pearl, legend has it that comprehending its secrets could lead to ascension and eternal life. Qin Feng shared this secret with his beloved Misty Fairy. In his view, it was best if both could comprehend the mystery of the Reincarnation Pearl and ascend together. Unfortunately, it turns out that love was just a joke under the enormous temptation of eternal life. For some reason, Misty Fairy chose not to share the secret of eternal life with Qin Feng, but to monopolize it. Knowing Qin Feng's formidable strength, Misty Fairy resorted to poisoning him secretly. To be safe, she also invited the leaders of the 3 major assassin organizations, Killer God, Hell, and Huanggun to strike. As a result, Qin Feng, severely poisoned, battled against the 3 assassin emperors alone. In the end, despite his formidable combat prowess, the 3 assassin emperors fell one after another. But Qin Feng was also at the end of his tether, with his primordial spirit dispersed, hanging by a thread. Under such circumstances, Misty Fairy suddenly attacked, and Qin Feng had no strength to fight back. Seeing the triumphant smile on Misty Fairy's face, Qin Feng, burning with rage, chose to self-detonate his nascent soul, intending to perish together with Misty Fairy. Thinking of this, infinite killing intent flashed in Qin Feng's eyes. Qin Feng clenched his fists in anger, only to find that the power sufficient to destroy heaven and earth had vanished without a trace. Even the powerful divine consciousness that could probe everything in his memory was gone. Is this all just a dream? Qin Feng frowned, pondering. If it were a dream, the 1,000 years in his memory were too vivid and real. Just as Qin Feng was deep in thought, he suddenly discovered something in his mind, the Reincarnation Pearl. This isn't a dream, it's real. At this moment, his consciousness could clearly see the Reincarnation Pearl. This meant that the 1,000 years in his memory were not a dream, but truly his previous life. Before Qin Feng could think further, the train arrived at the station. Seeing this, he naturally got off the train with a suitcase in tow. Standing on the platform, amidst the bustling crowd, Qin Feng revealed an almost imperceptible smile, his gaze becoming sharp, as if a brilliant light flashed through. Since the heavens have given me, Qin Jiuduan, a second chance at life, I will reclaim all the debts owed to me in my previous life. One by one, my benefactors will receive 100-fold repayment. My enemies will endure torment through 3 lifetimes. The events of his previous life on the earth, though 1,000 years passed in his memory, did not mean he had forgotten any of it. Mom, Dad, sister, brother, and Zhao Jing, I'm back. and to my enemies, I, Qin Jiuduan, am back. He lifted his head, gazing straight ahead, his eyes determined. With a flicker of brilliance, Qin Feng was born into a very ordinary rural family, with 3 generations of farmers before him. Fortunately, Qin Feng was very diligent and performed well in the college entrance examination, successfully getting admitted to Shanghai University. This was considered a source of pride for his parents. In college, Qin Feng met the first woman who moved his heart, Wang Jing. Unfortunately, just as their relationship began, it was forcibly ended by the Wang family. The instigator was Wang Jing's suitor Wang Zubin. Wang Zubin, if I remember correctly, he should be in his 3rd year of college now. His family is supposedly the richest in Shanghai. Thinking of Wang Jing, Qin Feng naturally thought of his rival from his previous life, Wang Zubin, the son of Shanghai's wealthiest family, with business interests in real estate, catering, entertainment, and more. The Wang family's influence was such that even provincial leaders would not dare to underestimate them. In his previous life, Wang Zubin revealed Qin Feng's relationship with Wang Jing to her family. Just a word from him was enough to make Qin Feng and Wang Jing, who had just confirmed their relationship, break up. It could be said that Qin Feng was no match for Wang Zubin at that time, and Wang Zubin never took Qin Feng seriously. In his view, Qin Feng, with no background whatsoever, was not worthy to be his rival. But Wang Jing, who was quite stubborn and deeply loved Qin Feng, did not show any good grace to Wang Zubin, even under her family's pressure. When Wang Jing declared her love only for Qin Feng, it only fueled Wang Zubin's anger. Naturally, this anger was directed at Qin Feng. This led to Qin Feng having a very difficult time throughout college. Anyone even slightly close to Qin Feng would be warned by Wang Zubin. It could be said that during his college years, Qin Feng was like a plague, with others keeping their distance. When Qin Feng graduated and faced difficulties finding a job, Wang Zubin was also involved. Moreover, Qin Feng's parents had invested their life savings into a small department store, which gradually failed due to some unclear reasons. Seeing their lifelong efforts go down the drain, Qin Feng's parents fell seriously ill. These events, Wang Zubin later recounted to Qin Feng in detail. In his words, he wanted Qin Feng to regret ever opposing him. With Wang Zubin's interference, Qin Feng's love and career both failed in his previous life. By the age of 28, he had no partner. Even later, he was involved in a car accident, and if not for a stroke of luck that took him to the cultivation world, he might have died at sea. Now, having lived for over 1,000 years, he saw many things more clearly than before. Reflecting on it, his previous life's car accident was probably not an accident. Thinking this, a cold light flashed in Qin Feng's eyes. Wang Zubin and the Wang family, I, Qin Jiuduan, have been reborn. This time, I will repay you double for everything you've done, making you regret your actions even in hell. In his previous life, he spent over 20 years in poverty and ridicule, virtually worthless, enduring countless mocks and humiliations. Later, despite being unmatched and dominating his era, he was betrayed by his beloved, ultimately vanishing into nothingness. This life, having been reborn by a twist of fate with 1,000 years of cultivation, memories, he only wished to follow his heart, no longer subject to anyone, making up for the regrets of his previous life.